My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is July 10th, 2024. It is 1 a.m. This is my first video since I came back from my mini vacation. We came back Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Oh, today's Wednesday. So I didn't really feel like recording. I had, for instance, while I was on vacation, I was, checking my Twitter feed. There was some stuff that I came across. These tweets, about 20 of them. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go over them. So before I started recording, five of these tweets that I saw that I think I shared one of them on my community board regarding Princess Anne. So maybe I'll go over the new one, because I need to do more videos, because I only have one video left, this one, and I didn't even do the thumbnails for it. I had already scheduled it for July 10th, which is today at 6 a.m. So tomorrow I don't have any videos, so I need to record something. And then I need to record a lot more, because by the end of August, we're going to another vacation before they go back to school. So yeah, so let's look at the numbers. It didn't go anywhere. As a matter of fact, it looked like it stays almost as if I didn't do anything since I left. Estimate revenue $153.50. 4,311 subscribers. New subscribers welcome, if there are any. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the new tweets, and then afterward I'll go over the old tweets. These, let me remove them. Not remove, rearrange. Let's do this. Rearrange them, and then I don't know if I have the energy to do it. Yesterday, oh my god, I had some stuff to take care of with for my son. The heat really got me. Alright, so we're gonna do the new tweets. There was some stuff I saw on Yahoo. Let's remove it because I think it's on my email thing. Okay, so this is the first tweet. Let's see. Okay, so I think Henry VIII created a thread. Within the thread, she responded to some stuff, and then this one popped up on my timeline. So that's the one I decided to highlight, but we're gonna go over it anyway. Okay, so let's go over it. So if you hear noise in the background, that's my fan. I turn off the AC because it'll make too much noise, but the fan is on. I hope it doesn't make too much noise in the background. Okay, if 1992 was the royal family's annus horribilis, they're going to have to bust out the thesaurus to figure out what to call 2024. Okay, so she retweeted she retweeted Henry VIII, and Henry VIII responded, if the official story is this bad, Lord knows what is actually happening behind the scenes. Okay, someone responded to that original retweet and says, I think Kate was diagnosed with whatever around the time she got pregnant with Louis. She's never looked healthy since. Okay, that's allegedly. So let's go into the retweet that she did from Henry VIII. Okay, so there's that here. I think I put this on my community board a few minutes ago, and I responded about 33 minutes ago. Okay, so within about 6 months, 2 of the most senior royals were diagnosed with cancer, a suicide, now this. Okay, Oh, the suicide is the guy who they claim shot himself. Okay. So that's that. Princess Anne upcoming event are quietly being removed from the schedule for that celebrity who tweeted that. I'm not gonna go into it. So there's me here 33 minutes ago. There's me here again 43 minutes ago. This one I did first. It's the slim down that is happening naturally, I think. And then after I wrote this, and I was thinking, maybe it could be something that is being talked behind the scenes so they don't how do you call this, so they don't humiliate them. And I said maybe the government is telling them exit out quietly. I don't know, I'm just thinking, this is just my opinion. Okay, also the government probably trying to push them out without humiliation, which means the future they might come right back with the right government in place. So the slim down should be done publicly and officially so they don't come back to the taxpayers first. I was just thinking, obviously it's my opinion. Okay, all this talk about using the younger crowd for duties, meanwhile the younger ones are not here for day-to-day grunt work. They'll be, but then I see something about William and a football match that, well, I don't know. He can do the work, but he's there to enjoy any kind of, I don't know, leisure thing. They'll be there for the event like trooping, Easter, Christmas, SCAT, it all, but none of the other work do. Someone put a vote on that family. If this were medieval times with a sickly king, princess of Well, a young, arrogant, and experienced prince, and an injured princess royal, there'd be movement to conquer the United Kingdom, Italy, France, or Spain. That is true. When they see the weakness happen, they'll try to take advantage to take it down. Yeah. Well, based on things that I've seen before, read. Okay, Charles is truly getting his slim down monarchy. Yep, that's what I think too. Okay, the fall of the House of Windsor. I don't actively, but then again, something came to mind. With that woman there, for some reason, again, purely speculation, my humble opinion, that woman is there. I always feel like she's like a, how do you call this thing? A mold in that family. Who knows what else she's doing in there? I don't know. Too many things have been happening too quickly, too fast since the queen passed. Okay, I don't actively wish ill on anyone. I have been bored, amused, shocked, appalled, and angered at the action of that family. What is happening now is fascinating. That ship was taking on water before Queen Elizabeth II died. It's sinking rapidly because karma is working overtime. Fascinating. I'm a bit worried with this one. I know the whole family is pretty much awful, yet the whole family is pretty awful. Yet Anne has mostly been a workhorse in an old school kind of way. Her injury must have been pretty serious. She never skipped out on her duties, unlike the petulant child, her egg fought. Okay, I hope they humble themselves to make amends for the injustice done to those two little Sussex kids. Denying them a place of abode in their father's land is abdominal. I rest my case. Okay, it's like Queen Elizabeth II had some sort of a protection veil on the monarchy, making them kind of untouchable. Now that she's gone, the veil is gone and everything is falling apart. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's like there's something within her she was holding, and then as soon as she died with it. I think maybe, I don't know. Look how long she stayed until she died. She didn't abdicate. Who knows? Maybe there were some things that were done. I don't know. But I always feel like this is a broken record. I've said this so many times. Since her father passed, something have happened. And then the papers in particular, you know, starting working their magic into the institution to weakening the institution. Look how everything, it's almost like a triangle. You see the bottom part fall, the two corners at the bottom fall apart, and then they come in close together at the point. Look at the time we are in, what's happening around the world, from the United States, everything that's going on. Okay, and right when we are at the point where democracy is, you know, is in a shaky ground, and to see this is what's happening. I don't know how to explain it, but this is very weird. It's a weird feeling where this was planned. And I think, again, stupid thinking of me, the way the queen gone, it just doesn't seem natural to me, and all of this play a part in it. She was taking too long, so they wanted to quick her. So because everything is coming into play, like, I don't know, it's very weird. It's a weird thing, and it's very hard to explain. But not only it's very hard to explain, I don't even have proof. It's just my opinion. Alright, since the royals co-signed the attack late last year on Princess Lilibet over her name, they have never known peace. There's another thinking as well. Okay, I believe Princess Anne is doing worse than publicly reported. She is 73 years old, and blow to the head is worrying. In March, her husband had a black eye. The royal family is most accident prone and ill families around, it seems. Alright, so after this, let's move on. Let me read bottom up. Let's pause this. They need to stage all the palaces, but on second thought, maybe not. Keep it going. We only wish them everything they wish for our girl. May it return tenfold. That's it. Alright, I'm not surprised. When my mother fell and split her kneecap, she also hit her head. It wasn't 5 to 6 months later that she started exhibit sign of dementia from the TBI. Wow. I'm not speculating on her health, but at her age and the amnesia, I'm sure her doctors pull her from work. Could be. That's another thought. Edward was also looking sick. Strange thing is that Andrew and Camilla are senior royal without any public revealed ill health. That's another thing. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And then, depending on how I feel, I'll do the second list that I have. Okay, so this is Jodiva. They're afraid of Harry's work being displayed before the nationals audience on live TV. Americans respect Harry's service record, and once the audience sees what he's done with Invictus, I bet $100 that he's going to get a standing ovation, and that's what petrified them. It's even more because now Americans are hearing the nonsense. Okay, the nonsense that the royal family is doing, the tabloid, you name it. Now, when they read about, not only read, when they see and hear the things that he's doing, and then the negative aspect of it, will be like, why will they, be doing all of this or saying all of that about him? Which pretty much what Jodiva is saying here. So I think it's much more than that. Because they keep on, they just don't know how to stop. I don't know. Okay, LOL. Apparently, he has 2 days to say no to the award. The desperation is like a revolution they lost in 1776. Oh, you think they know by now that they can't bully Harry? You would think. Okay, exactly. They thought they'd try with his mom. That woman is ruining her son's legacy. Major, what? Let me pause. Exactly. She just responded. Who's that? Okay. Exactly. They thought they try with his mom. That woman is ruining her son's legacy. May Jah forgive her. Who's ruining? Am I reading this correctly? That woman. Who is that woman? Is ruining her son's legacy. Okay. I don't understand. Okay, maybe it's just a shade I'm not getting. ESPN is bigger than British royal family in the US. Besides, the show itself is much more than Prince Harry. Okay, what did they say here? Okay, can you imagine what happened behind the scenes? The horse trading, either trying to secure TV rights or trying to ensure that ESPN Pat Tilman Award receive minimal coverage in the UK, US, and global media. Okay. But it's funny, not really funny, but kind of weird, because when you look at some of my videos on PYTE, when I talk about certain things, political things, and I always bring Pat Tilman, and I use him as a way to say, look, this guy, he was well off, he was making a lot of money, he didn't really need to serve, but he did anyway. But for some reason, out of nowhere, many Americans seems to forget what we stand for. And then now to see, that his organization is gonna award Harry. I never really talk about his organization, but the thing that he stood for. Okay, that's what I usually bring, not the awards. But now, to see how things is connected, they're gonna give Harry the award. I think it's tomorrow, the 11th. But anyway, let me read this and go to the next one. British royal family, British media fantasy dies with each passing year. Harry and Meghan need British royal family security. Tyler fund it. That's right. Harry and Meghan will never survive without tax British royal family. Pound here, get multi-million-dollar contracts. Okay, so she's listing some of the things that they needed, Harry and Meghan needed, and how they are being resolved. Okay, so let's do it all over again. British royal family, British media fantasy dies with each passing year. That's the first one. Harry and Meghan need British royal family security. Tyler Perry funded. Harry and Meghan will never survive without tax or British royal family money. Get multi-million-dollar contracts. Harry and Meghan will miss palaces by scrolling mansion. Okay, that's Montecito Palace. No tours or world leaders. Harry and Meghan give VIP at IG and Jamaica and Nigeria. No honors are shown. Gallo, there's that here. For every award that Harry gets in America, it's one debunked narrative and further proof he is happy here. The UK press, the Rangers, and the British royal family are typical abusers. They want their victim calling back to them. That's what they thought. Yeah, this person is true. And the other thing that crossed my mind when I read the first sentence is the first year they were in the US. When Harry sent bought how do you call this? How do they call that? The flower to put at the cenotaph, and they refused to put it. And then each passing year, things is getting. How will I say that? It's like what they did to Harry the first year, refusing to put the. Oh my God. Okay, the wreath. What the royal family did to Harry the first year during the what was the event again where they refused to put the wreath for him at the cenotaph. It opens American eyes, especially the vets in the US. Okay, the vets, the people who in high places saying, okay, they rejected him, then we're gonna pick him up. And then what Harry did afterward, this is the part here that really said, okay, Harry, you're not gonna celebrate this alone anymore with just you and your wife. I should not use the word celebrate. It's more of an honor, to honor the dead, the fellow fallen heroes. Honor, not celebrating. Honor them. We're gonna welcome you. And then you see the following year, some of the things that the US military did, invite him. They give him, what's this thing? I don't know, they have something where they exchange those buttons. They have a term for it. I don't remember on top of my head right now. So what they did to him the first year that he was alone, it's one of their biggest mistake. They make many mistakes, but it's one of their biggest mistake once Harry left the UK, because it opens the military's eyes to say, Harry, we got you, because they never leave any of their men behind. And keep in mind, the US and the UK supposedly allies. I mean, each countries might have their secrecy and know each other's secret about certain things that they probably didn't think the other one knows, but publicly they are allies. And Harry have served along with the US military in Afghanistan and many other wars. So for the American military kind of it's not organization, kind of what's the term? I'm telling you, I just started recording again after my vacation, but my vocabulary is very limited right now. So that group, the military, really respect Harry for what he has done, what he continued doing, and it is one of the mistakes that the UK made. It opens one of the groups that really matters when it comes to carry out their the government's duties, this kind of thing. So for the royal family to reject Harry the way that they did, and then the US military said, no, we got you. The other thing as well, before I go back to my original recording, is that there is something, I do not know what it is. The dead, I cannot explain this. These are people who used to be on this earth. They know human characters to a certain extent. They understand, they have felt what has been done on this earth. So they gone. We do not know how their spirit are working. So then this is why sometimes the squad be saying the ancestors is working really hard and things like that. You have all the military people who have died, and Harry, who is living, who is probably, I will say, their voices while they can no longer speak. He's trying to put respect on things that they have done because they were following orders. They trusted their government to give them proper information to carry out their work because they are there to protect the rest of us, the freedom, whatever it is that they give them to go out on the field to protect the rest of us. So these people, the spirit of the dead, I think, in my humble opinion, I never died to come back and tell you what spirit does, but something within those kind of mystic kind of thing is working for Harry, because Harry has a platform where he's putting dignity on those who have died and can no longer speak, and then they meaning the dead, the military people, the vets, or you name it, the one who have died, who can no longer speak. Harry is putting a dignity, a respect for them while they can no longer speak. And then you have the royal family and many, not just the royal family, it could be around the world, the US as well, some of them, they use them to carry out the atrocities, and then they discard them. They no longer have any use or respect for them anymore. So Harry is the walking spirit for those people. Okay, that's just my thought. I'm just saying, okay, because there's so many things that have happened. Sometimes we can never explain how these things happen. Whatever it is, I do not know. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording now. So when they saw Harry was not struggling, or at least still trying to honor the dead, the military said, you're gonna celebrate it with us. And then that opened the gates way for everything else that happened afterward. So it's the royal family who did their stupidity, thinking, I really don't know how they think, to see this is the way to go. I really don't know. And that's where the domino effect is happening now since Harry left. The domino was still falling, but it's happening faster now of what they did for refusing Harry to put the wreath at the senator. And then they have a freaking, one of their royal rats to put one. Of all people. Oh my God. Okay, so that's what came to mind when I read the first sentence. Alright, so let's go to the next few ones. Let's read what's there. Okay, this. Yeah, I seriously hope that the IG announcement is made this Thursday as well. I don't think they will interfere in that. Maybe, you never know, but I just don't see Harry will do that at that time, because they want to focus one thing. That's his award, he's gonna receive it. Maybe, I don't know. That will be the cherry on top for this week. Right, 100%. They know Harry's work makes certain people look lazy and uncharismatic. Keening, cosplaying, and listening and learning may be lauded by certain faction of the British media, but Americans see through such bullcrap. Demonstrable impact will always win. Yeah, the royal family, in my humble opinion, since I've been looking into their BS, is that they are more, and they always saying, which is pretty much what this tweet is saying. They're always saying or hoping or things that could be or thinking. But Harry is right there and said, you're going to do it now. You could feel it. You could sense it. All your senses is part of Harry's kind of thing. Tangible thing. It makes you feel it. It makes you sense it. It makes you see it. You could touch it. You could feel it. It helps you now. He's not into, okay, let's talk about this, but never do anything to back it up. Because I think in one of the tweet that I saw earlier today is the brother still saying things about homelessness. He's been saying that, but nothing have been done. Okay, so I'm reading bottom up. Yes, they know greater exposure will garner Harry even more support. The SPs are being shown during prime time on major network. That is a huge audience. I have no doubt he'll get an overwhelmingly positive reaction. That is true. There's two comments underneath it. Okay, all of what you said, plus it's the day when there is practically no professional sport aired. Okay, I didn't know about that. They pick it specifically because it is a sports dead day. Viewership is always large. Very interesting. I learned something new here. I don't even have cable, so I won't even see it. I will have to see highlights on Twitter and things like that, and other people talking about it. Unless if it's being aired also on how do you call this, on YouTube. Sometimes they do different channels have their live thing. The large majority of haters across the pond will be in bed, but they can awake hearing all about it. They'll be watching. They'll be watching. So they could how do you call this, what's the word? Oh my god, my vocabulary is horrible. So they could criticize it. That's the word. They could criticize it. Okay, that's a fact. The video that will introduce Prince Harry's work will make the haters sweep for days. Okay, I said this days ago. The mini documentary about him and his work is going to be broadcasted on primetime TV. People who don't really know him are going to learn more about him. The media coverage alone is going to bring in more viewers. That is true. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I have 3 more. Okay, and then I'll do another video from whatever I did, what do you call this, while I was on vacation. Okay, so I bookmarked this and she responded to her tweets. Okay, so let's just start from the top. Okay, funny how there are royal reporters who will literally dance in the street if Harry and Meghan announced they were separating, but commenting on the Wells marriage is considered completely taboo. Okay, so she responded to hers. First, Meghan was just a fling. Then she was his starter marriage. Oh, did they call it that? Starter marriage? What the hell is that? So they had no hope for the marriage to last. Then it won't last 2 years, then 5. Now we are up to 10. Oh, they move it up now? Vicky, in 10 years, Prince Harry will return to the UK alone. Oh my god, these people are lunatic. Okay, don't forget, she was also called his degree wife because it will be over in 3 years. There's a rolling eye. They are well on their way to a doctorate at this point. There's a laugh here. This was the strategy for Charles and Diana. Protection from the palace. Dickie was deeply involved in the doo-doo from Diana and her own words. Okay, so let's see here. Oh wow, that's a lot. Wife of his army friend Andrew, who held the curious title of Silver Stick and waiting to the Queen. Mrs. Parker Bowles, who lived near to Highgrove, the Wells country home, was so close to the prince that she regularly hosted dinners and other gatherings for his friends at his Gloucestershire home. While Courthurt felt he was being let in on a secret, he was not the only one. From the bodyguard who accompanied the prince on his nocturnal visit to Camilla's home at Middlewick House, to the butler and chef ordered to prepare and serve a supper they knew the prince would not be eating, as he had gone to see his lover, and the valet who marked up program and TV listing guide radio time to give the impression the prince had spent a quiet evening at home. All those working for the prince and princess were pulled often against their will into a deception. I mean, why doing all of this? Why doing all this? I really don't understand this. His valet Kent Stornock became ill with the daily deceit, while the press officer Dickie Arbiter found himself in an impossible position, maintaining no world the illusion of happy family while turning a blind eye to the private distance between them. When Prince Charles broke his arm in a polo accident, I remember that. What is it? Before I finish with this, was it Charles fell on a horse, and the horse the current wife, Camilla, was already at the hospital. When Princess Diana found out Charles was in the hospital, she quickly went to the hospital to be by his side, and then Charles pushed him away. And then at the same time, the courtiers, whoever, the bodyguard, once they saw Princess Diana was coming, they rushed what's her name, Camilla, to the back door so they don't know that she was there. So Princess Diana didn't know she was there. That's what I remember. So let's see if they said that. When Prince Charles broke his arm in a polo accident in June 1990 and was taken to Cirencester Hospital, his staff listened intently to the police radios reporting on the progress of the Princess of Wales on her journey from London to the hospital. They were keenly aware that they had to rush her out his first visitor, Camilla Papagrabo. That's what I was aware also. Before Diana arrived, those in the know realized that the simmering cauldron of deceit, subterfuge, of duplicity was going to boil over sooner or later. Every day they asked themselves how long this conspiracy to hoodwink the future queen could continue. Perhaps infinitely, or until the princess was driven mad by those, okay, I can't see those words here, admire. This is crazy. And then for the son to call Princess Diana paranoid.
I would like to thank Lord Dyson and his team for the report. It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning. That BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her.
Okay, Princess Diana, her senses was well intact, and she knew they were playing her. Okay, which is ridiculous. Consider the fact that Charles proved that the heir can do anything he wants and still get everything he wants. Who's gonna tell him no? That's another thing. Alright, so let me go to the next one. This is ridiculous. From that passage I just read. Let me bookmark it. That's something I was aware of, but I could never find there's an audio of it too. Maybe it was somewhere I read. Okay, next tweet. I have one more. Because they know what they did and she has proof. She has emails and she then signed a non-disclosure. What are they so worried she will say? Alright, so she retweeted that. That's a screenshot. Okay, Meghan Markle's latest venture, American Riviera Orchard, has left the royal family breathing sighs of relief after they prepare for a tell book. But why they keep on thinking about her? It's because they keep on thinking about her and then they're driving themselves crazy. Oh, is she gonna write this? Is she gonna... I mean, this is ridiculous. Latest move from Prince Harry and Meghan gives royal family sigh of relief. Then they should try be less vile to her, one will think. I like that one. Okay, so let me go to my last one. This is my last one. And then I'll cover some of the other ones. Okay, so this is regarding Harry. I was an avid watcher of Michelle Obama, so I closely follow Harry's 2013 visit to the USA. I discovered the Warriors game through his eyes, and when he launched the Invictus game the next year, I was really impressed. Yeah, we know the story behind it. Alright. the money that he created from the foundation, use it, and then the brother got upset for Dare not to talk to him about it first. When Harry went and talked to the CEO or whoever's handling the Royal Foundation, and this is something he created as well. And the Royal Foundation, whatever the fund that he used, was made specifically for the vets. So when he wanted to create the Invictus, he was gonna use it. I always feel it's like some sort of an investment from that original foundation that he created. But the brother got really upset. Endeavor Fund, that's the word, not the Royal Fund, the Endeavor Fund. The Endeavor Fund was created to help veterans. So the fund that they have in there, okay, was gonna use to create the Invictus game, which is pretty much like an investment. And then anything else that the Invictus does, you know, extra money could always be put back to the Endeavor Fund. But the brother was so upset and all of that. And then this is why when he left, let's always make this clear. Harry didn't just leave. They push him out. When they push him out, he took his baby with him. That's the Invictus. And look how flourished and how the Invictus Games is, the Invictus Foundation is flourishing with him. Alright, then this is why he's getting all the award. And they're pissed about it. Really upset. Okay, description. Prince Harry visit the White House. That was 2013. Britain's Prince Harry visited the White House on Thursday, attending an event with First Lady Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden dedicated to military mothers and mixing it up with the kids in attendance. So there's all of that. Okay, and don't forget Dr. Jill Biden, which is our current First Lady. She's always involved with the military, way before, even before from my understanding, I could be wrong. I did a video on PYT a while back where I look into her background and all of that. I don't remember what I called that video. So one of the things she used to get involved with the military. Why? Because her kids, okay, were in the military. So she's always involved. So that's a perfect match here. Alright, so let's see here. Was that a retweet? No, I was already in it. We will see. Okay, I cannot see that. There's a heart, thumbs up. That's an ad. There's the thumbs up. Okay, so that's it. Let's do a prayer for protection. I don't know. That's what came to mind. Okay, prayer for protection. I'm doing this because we focus on Harry and Meghan on this one here. And some of the left behind. Okay, Jesus, my Lord, I place my life in your hands. You are always faithful to rescue and protect me from evil people who want to harm my loved ones or me. Put us in the right places at the right time to avoid harm. Guard my life, O Lord, from the works of the evil one. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And don't forget to check my shop. I have t-shirts and I need to create more designs and stuff like that to help support my channel. And don't forget Zazzle. I think I put the link in the description already. It's a preset kind of thing, so you could, for puzzles, and I will be putting more puzzles after my trip. There were some pictures that I took and I need to create some puzzles for you guys if you are interested. That's a way you could help support my channel. Okay, so that's it. Now let me look at this is the next tweet that I will do on the next video. That was when I was, oh my god, there's a lot of read, but I was on vacation. So that's it. Thank you for watching.
Lavanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.